So I don't think anybody would argue that the AFC is the stronger of the two conferences at this point this year. You look at the 1 through 6 teams, and really anybody, you can find reasons to justify any one of those teams can win the Super Bowl. The Chiefs, the Dolphins, the Titans, the Ravens, the Bills, the Bengals. Then you look over at the NFC, and there's reasons you could argue against pretty much all those teams. The Eagles, lack experience. What happens when they get into the playoffs and they have to play a good defense that can also take more time to game plan specifically against their quarterback? Minnesota, primetime Kirk. Enough said. San Francisco 49ers. I think they're the best team in the NFC, but they only put up 13 points against the Saints. And just they leave you scratching your head because you know they're really good. They just don't always act like it. Tampa Bay, 5-6. It's not getting better. Dallas, Giants, Commanders. Good teams with talent, but also definitely flaws. AFC is the stronger of the two conferences, and I'd say that the AFC playoff picture is all but set. Now, the 7th seed currently the New York Jets. I am a Dolphins fan. I really like what the Jets have done this season, and I really respect Robert Saleh for the decision he made to bench Zach Wilson in favor of Mike White. I really respect it because it would be very easy to just try to ignore what's going on, let Zach Wilson keep playing out because he's the number 2 overall pick. He's supposed to have all this talent. It's very easy to just, pretend like that there isn't a problem and try to let the season play out because coming into that game, the New York Jets are 6-4 in a playoff spot. Don't want to rock the boat. We've seen other teams for just not want to rock the boat and just try to keep the status quo. Jets said, no, Zach Wilson is a problem. He is losing us games. White's going to come in here and at the very least manage a game. And what he do? He played fantastic against, yes, a bad Chicago defense and lost Eddie Jackson. But he managed that game and then some. You have the Patriots. Don't really believe in them, but they're still the Patriots. And you have the Chargers, who have a lot of talent. But the 1-6, those teams in there, again, the Chiefs, the Dolphins, the Titans, the Ravens, the Bills, the Bengals. All 6 of those teams, I feel like those are unlocked, and their positions are going to shuffle around a little bit. But those are 6 teams you are going to see in the playoffs. And I believe one of those 6 teams are going to win the Super Bowl. Every single one of these teams has something special about them. Chiefs, best quarterback in football, best tight end in football, might have the best coach in football. Dolphins. Now I'm a little concerned what happens when we get into colder weather, windier weather. I'm not oblivious to the fact that Tua doesn't have the strongest arm in the world, even though he overthrew Trent Sherfield yesterday. I was like, hey, look at that. He can overthrow somebody. Titans, if you can't stop Derrick Henry, they're going to win. Simple as. Baltimore Ravens. Now, oof. Losing to the Jacksonville Jaguars like they did. Baltimore of the 6 is a team that I question the most, and I like the Ravens a lot. I love Lamar Jackson, but they don't have playmakers on offense around him. They'll be getting J.K. Dobbins back, but there's a real lack of weapons, especially in the receiving game. But then the Buffalo Bills, I mean, they can go toe-to-toe with everybody in the league. And at their best, they probably are the best team in the NFL. Josh Allen can be the best quarterback in the NFL. A great defense. It's been really beat up this year, but when fully healthy, if they get Tre'Davious White back, they're going to get Poyer, or did get Poyer back. I don't remember if he played on Thanksgiving. But when they're at their best, they can beat anybody in the league. And then the Bengals got to the Super Bowl last year and haven't fallen off too much since. They're getting Jamar Chase back, and their offense hasn't really missed a beat without Jamar Chase. Sitting at 7-4, tied with the division lead. I probably have them winning the division based off the Ravens' recent struggles. Any one of those 6 teams can, and I think one of those 6 teams will win the Super Bowl. They've all got good offensive weapons in some sort. They all have playmakers on defense. And these are 6 teams that are all on fire right now, outside of the Ravens probably. All their 6 teams, Chiefs, Dolphins, Titans, Bills, Bengals. One of those 5 teams are going to win the Super Bowl. And those 6 teams, I do not think are going to move anywhere. You might see the Jets get in. Might see the Patriots get in. Might see the Chargers get in. It's going to be one of those 3 for the 7 seed. But the AFC is going to be so fun to watch when it comes to the playoffs.